Hey guys, it's really cold today, so I'm in the garage and I'm playing with my 1988 Ford Ranger. This truck has a 302 small block Ford engine, a C6 transmission. We've got 6 inches of suspension lift and another 4 inches of body lift. This fits our 33 inch tall, 1050 wide tires underneath with plenty of room. I've actually had 35s on this truck as well and they fit fine. So plenty of room for more tires, but the 33s drive a little bit better, a little bit more efficient as well. So I'm happy with that change. Let me walk you around the body and show you kind of how this thing's holding up, and then we'll get a look at the interior and the engine bay. The front of this truck is what I really like a lot. I like the square headlights, I like the grille. It's just really got a cool look. You know, the aluminum push bar there and the roll bar on the back, you'll see in a minute in the back bumper. They're really oxidized, they need shined up. I already started on that side, you can see, but it's time to pull all those off and get those shined up to sort of match the rest of the chrome pieces on the truck that are there. So time to catch this thing back up, get it cleaned up. We also have the aluminum wheels here, and I really like them, the deep dish. They're not too big for the truck. They don't feel like crazy wheels or anything. Good treaded tires. They are a mud terrain, but they don't ride crazy, so I'm happy with them. It's really holding up great. I mean, it's hard to see everything in here, but you know, the paint is really holding up pretty good. I think it needs polished up. There's definitely some scratches and cloudiness in the paint, but overall, this is just a really cool truck. And you can see it's on the skates here right now. I've been pushing it around in the garage to keep it stored up while I work on it, but a little bit taller than normal on the skates, but really you can see holding up great. And that roll bar, like I said, it needs polished up right in here. So we'll get to that, get that pulled off. The rear bumper actually matches that bar and that front pusher. So I'm gonna get it pulled off and get it all shined up. I did have to replace that tailgate and get this mismatched tailgate because the other one was a little bit rotted and needed painted. It's actually in primer. Not really rotted, but needed painted and has a little bit of rust coming through. So this tailgate, the other one didn't open either, so it's really nice to be able to open the tailgate and just sort of have a seat out driving my truck around. But really, again, just holding up great. Even underneath this mat, you know, you maybe expect some rot to get in there, but other than rusty bolts, really in good shape. Same thing on this side. It's a little tight to get down in here, so I'll probably just show you. But overall, really clean truck. I'm really happy with the condition of it, the way it's held up over all these years, and I haven't exactly always kept it inside or been nice to it, so I'm lucky. But door panel there looks pretty nice, holding up. Interior, really nice. I like the vintage sort of 80s look of it. These seats I love. I think they're holding up really great as well. We do have a sunroof here. I suspect that was added. I don't think that was an option, but interior's coming along. I do have some of this tore apart because I've been working on the fuel gauge, getting it working here. But I'll pop the seat back here. Show you the back seat. So back seat, same thing. We've got the 2 flip down seats here. They're both holding up pretty good. Apparently a lighter I dropped in there I need to get out. But we got the gun rack in the back. It's been back there for years. I'll throw something up there. But yeah, overall, really great. I think, let me pop the hood here.
Hey, pop the hood.
Pop the hood?
Pop the hood.
You can see we've got 8 spark plugs there. We've got a V8 under the hood here. We've got our MSD 6AL ignition box over there. We got our blaster coil, vacuum distributor.
See a cool air intake. It's got a NOS fogger system, the T4 Turbo Dominic. See an AIC controller. It has direct port nitrous injection.
We've got some BBK headers on there. They were sort of what fit best in there. Especially I had GT40P heads on here before, and they're a little bit harder to tuck in there, but we've got a Holley 600 carb on here right now, and it really does run pretty good. The biggest issue with this engine is that when it warms up, the oil pressure goes to about nothing. So I think the main bearings wore out. It's time to pull this thing out. Additionally, it's time to modernize some of this. So I think the carburetor works great. It's really convenient, but I want the convenience of starting nice in the wintertime. I live in Ohio, so I'm gonna go fuel injected, and I'm also gonna go with an overdrive transmission. The C6 is great and tough, but it doesn't offer much for overdrive. Nothing, in fact. So what do we got? Well, we grabbed another V8 here out of a Ford Explorer, and we've got a 4R70W transmission to go along with it. And we've got the transfer case. So how is this gonna work? Well, it needs a couple of parts. I need to get running here. I'm gonna do that on the floor first. So I've been plugging away at modifying the wiring harness and things, and I relocated the throttle body and deleted the EGR to mount that on straight, and deleted the AC because the Ranger unfortunately does not have AC, and I'm not gonna add it. So yeah, I wanna get this thing working. I'll have overdrive then, I'll have, fuel injection. The transfer case, what's interesting about this is it will be all-wheel drive, but thankfully, as you can see on the Ranger, we've got locking hubs. So if I feel so inclined, I could unlock my hubs and have just rear-wheel drive to do burnouts or save fuel economy or what have you. And if the weather's acting up, or I feel like launching this thing out on the pavement or really anywhere, you click the hubs in and I'm in all-wheel drive and can drive it that way all the time. So that's gonna be a really cool feature as well. We'll see how that works in this truck and if we like it or we don't. And I have some other cars and trucks and things in the pipeline to maybe catch up on when we get them around the house here. So we'll do an inventory check here, maybe in another week or a couple weeks, see what's going on. But that's all for today on the Ranger. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the plan, or think this thing needs anything else, what you do or don't like. I think the shined up push bar and the shined up roll bar in the back and bumper, it's gonna be looking really nice. I was thinking about getting some stuff to polish up the paint and really, make it look nice again, bring it back to life. I almost forgot this. I'll fire this thing up with the engine that's in here now for you guys. I just threw a battery under the hood. We'll hit the key. I did already fire it up because it needed to be choked and it's extremely loud when it's choked. So it's got Flowmaster 10s on it, true duals from the headers back. So let's see what it sounds like now, and it's gonna sound the same later, but we'll still let you guys hear it. It is a shame because this thing really does run pretty good. If it wasn't for the oil pressure dropping once it gets hot. Like right now, it's probably got 40 or 50 pounds of oil pressure, but as the temperature of the oil heats up, pressure goes down, so it's gotta go, but I think it sounds pretty good. I'll rev it up a couple times here and then we'll shut it down. Sounds pretty good. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I keep plugging away on this engine and as other projects come up. Thanks.